welcome back to another video from the channel, Learn from Basics. This is Joe here, and this is another one of my cubing videos. Now, imagine that you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube, which if you don't, then I have a series just for that should pop up over there. But after you learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube and you want to get faster, there are tons of ways in order to solve a Rubik's Cube faster, and some of them are ZZ, RUBIKS, and cfop. Now, if you don't know which one to choose, then I also have a video up there that should give you some ideas on which one to choose. But if you chose cfop and if you've been practicing, then you should get really fast with cfop. And if you're like me, when I started, when I always got a sub 40 and I wanted to trim it to a sub 30, well, the best way to do it using cfop is, well, now think about it. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could insert like an F2L pair and create a cross at the same time? Well, yes, that would be amazing. But how do you do that? Well, this involves some logic, and this involves a lot of practice. After you practice it a lot, then you should be able to do this every solve. But here's an example solve of inserting an F2L pair and solving the cross at the same time. So first, see if you can make an F2L pair. I can't make an F2L pair. I can't make an F2L pair. Now, if there is not any F2L pair already made for you, then check if there are any like white edge pieces that have the matching corner piece beside them. No, there's not. But can I insert one? Well, let's see. I have an eye on this white edge piece and this corner piece. We can turn that once. And if we turn that, as you can see, it doesn't match. But maybe we could turn this up and then... Now, as you can see, we have a block over here, kind of like a block. Now, in order to do the white cross, the white centerpiece goes down. So we have this block. All we have to do is match it up with its centerpiece, corner piece, which is... So we have the block. Now let's get the block up top. But before we do that, we need to find the edge piece, which is supposed to be a green and orange. So where is a green and an orange? Green and orange. Now this is perfect because this piece is already connected to the green centerpiece. Now all we have to do is do a U so it matches up with the orange centerpiece. And now let's bring this up using a B, and then we can do two U's. Actually, no, we're not going to use a B. Instead, let's do an L and then one U, and then that should do it. Now, as you can see, this is not matching, so maybe we can bring this to the other side and then do two U's. And now all we have to do is bring the centerpiece over here without disturbing this kind of F2L pair. In order to do that, we can move this F2L pair down and then move the center, and then we can move this F2L pair back up. And there you go, we kind of have a block. Now, I would recommend kind of inserting this green part of the white cross before you do like this, so you can form your F2L pair. But if you can't, then that's okay, because then you can just find the other green piece, and then you can kind of use some knowledge to insert it. Now we have this matched up, and to rotate it without affecting this kind of F2L pair, you can move it down, two Fs, move it back up, and as you can see, we have an F2L pair inserted and two pieces of the cross already solved. Now, let's look for another F2L pair if we can make one. I don't see anything, but maybe we can do this. And we got a corner inserted, but that's no help. But then we can just make a cross. But if you can't find any other like easy F2L pairs to make an insert, then you can do that. But now, as you can see, we solved a white cross and an F2L pair at the same time. Now this is a really good advantage because then you can use your knowledge on F2L in order to solve the other F2L pairs. So now, as you can see, I solved F2L, but it was a huge advantage to have one of my F2L pairs solved at the same time as the white cross got solved. Now you might be thinking, well, that's too much thinking. Can I think that much, that efficiently when I'm solving a Rubik's Cube really fast? Well, that's what I thought at first. But with practice comes perfection. So I practiced again and again, and it was pretty easy, to be honest. It was really easy. But now let's do another example. And there are no particular solves for scrambles for this. Just do a random scramble and practice it in your free time. So first, we're gonna look for easy F2L pairs, or F2L pairs that have already been solved. Now I can see an F2L pair that has already been solved over here. Jackpot. So we have an F2L pair that has already been solved here. All we have to do is kind of move it around so we kind of insert it. Now that is not a bad thing to do, but my advice would be to match the F2L pair with one of the corners. And then you can kind of try to insert it. There are no algorithms to do this, but you can kind of move the F2L pair out of the way. But you do have to be careful with this. And then, as you can see, now that was a lucky one. So here's what I did. I saw the edge over here. And we already have both of these matched up. So I inserted the edge, and then I did an F, so I kind of have it matched up with the centerpiece. And then I brought this back up, which gives us kind of a cube, or we solved an F2L pair and two parts of the white cross, as I said. Now we have this green part done too, so if you can make the green pair right now, then might as well just solve it. Now, as you can see, after we solved this, we have three centerpieces. I mean, we have three parts of the cross solved, and we have two F2L pairs inserted. And then we can insert this simply, and we can find our next two F2L pairs, which shouldn't be so hard because we just found one, and the other one should be easy. Now, as you can see, I have my cross solved. At the same time, I solved two F2L pairs, and then I had two F2L pairs easy leading up. Now, if you can do this in almost every solve, it's going to be a humongous advantage for you. But if you can't find something nice, but always plan out the moves you're going to make in an inspection time. Never ever try to think about the moves you make when you're solving this. Use inspection time to its fullest or its best. So we're gonna do one more example, and that's gonna be for this video. So a random scramble, as I said again. Now, any F2L pair solved? No, I don't think so. Yep, no F2L pair solved. Now, any two blocks? No. Now let's find an easy F2L pair to make. I see this F2L block, and I really think it's easy because all I have to do is this algorithm. I can just move this down, and then do this. And then we have this F2L pair solved, so we got ourselves an F2L pair. Now, let's find ourselves a white or blue edge piece. Here we go. We found ourselves a white or blue edge piece, a blue one. Now let's let's match the blue one up and insert this F2L pair to the blue edge piece. And now we have this F2L pair inserted with the blue edge piece. All we have to do is find the orange edge piece and insert it carefully. So now we have the orange edge piece. We're gonna do an L prime and a U prime in order to get it matched up, and then we're gonna do a R prime and 2 F's to get this up, and then an R to match the F2L pair with its second corner. And now let's see if we can find any other F2L pairs. I see this F2L pair, and I think I can solve it in a couple of moves. And now let's insert this F2L pair. Find the green corner, which is over here. Now this is a really hard case, and here's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna move this F2L pair out of the way, and I'm gonna turn this over there. And then when I move the F2L pair back into the way, this is already on the top for me in the right position. Now I can do a U and match it up. Again, F2L pair out of the way, 2 F's, and F2L pair back inserted. And we have another F2L pair inserted, and our white cross is done. Now we can simply use some algorithms to solve the rest of F2L. Now, as you can see, if you can do that in every match, it's going to be a giant advantage, because if you can mix up F2L and the cross, then you can skim off a lot of time. And this is what most speed cubers do. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want more videos like this, then please comment down below. But thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.